Trisha Pritikin was raised in Richland, Washington. She is a downwinder, a name given to people who were exposed to radiation from nuclear production facilities or test sites. When she was 18, Trisha began to experience the first symptoms of an autoimmune thyroid disorder, along with other health complications. Here she talks about the Downwinders in the Hanford area and the beginnings of her personal health issues.
People downwind, people in Richland, Kennewick, and Pasco, which were the three cities next to Hanford, and people through a vast downwind area were exposed to airborne radioactive particles, and to the communities down the Columbia River also got a lot of radiation from the stuff dumped into the Columbia River, which went all the way down to the mouth of the Columbia in the Pacific. The exposures to children were primarily, but not exclusively, through the milk pathway, which means when babies were fed milk or milk products, or infants had dairy products, radioiodine was contained in those products because it had come out of the chemical separations areas, gone into the air. This is I-131 primarily, but also some of the other radionuclides of radioiodine. And it deposited on the pasture grass, and the cows and goats consumed it, and it made its way into the milk supply. So that was one of the primary exposure routes for a lot of the people there in the Tri-Cities and downwind. So what I was starting to experience when I was 18 was the results of those early exposures. My thyroid was shutting down, and that's why my weight was going up and down, and my hair was becoming kinky and not kinky, and then I felt sick and I started to get tired. That's a latency period that happens before you feel these effects of exposure. And the latency period for me had been from age 10 to about 18. So 8 years after the end of my exposures, I started to get sick. But nobody knew why I was getting sick, because there wasn't any information about what had happened at Hanford until 1986. And this was like about 1968, so no one had any idea what was wrong with me. I suffered a great deal and kept getting sicker and sicker. I developed cat scratch fever, which is very rare. It makes you very sick. I had a big tumor on my neck, and when I went to the health clinic, they said that it's only in people with damaged immune systems that they see this disease, because most people can resist it. Can't figure out where I got it. Took me months to get over it. Eventually I recovered, but I was getting tireder and tireder and starting to have muscle contractions. So all these bizarre things were happening, and the health center didn't have any idea what was wrong, because we still didn't know about the Hanford releases, had no idea.
Later, Pritikin was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, a severe autoimmune thyroid disorder. She also has other health issues that she believes are related to her childhood exposure to Hanford radiation. After getting her law degree, Pritikin became a leading advocate for downwinders who suffer from chronic health problems.